Hello.
Hey Thomas, how's it going?
Everything's going very well, thank you.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, nice drums behind you. Is that a gong as well?
Oh, hi, yeah, that's a gong.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining me to chat music.
I'm cool, yeah.
Yeah, well, I know you're a big progressive metal fan. Can you talk a little bit about what you love most about it and what kind of drew you to that genre?
Okay. Originally, I would say about a few years ago, my drum teacher introduced me to a few progressive metal bands. Animals as Leaders, Dream Theater, to name a couple of them. And, I just fell in love with the complexity of and the rhythmic structure, melodic structure, everything about the music. I just fell in love. And after, I would say, about a year and a half of listening to it, I wanted to write my own. And, I started with writing songs about my cats, but now I'm writing songs about a nefarious wizard trying to take over a village with a modernistic medieval theme. And now I have the Pharaoh's Temple, the song out, and the album will be out on the 24th of September.
No, that's really exciting. Yeah, listening to the Pharaoh's Temple, that's very impressive what you did with that song. And how was it collaborating with, Derek, Ron Bumblefoot, and it was Tony, right? Also on the song.
Yeah, Tony Franklin was the bassist on this song. It has been such a um an honor to collaborate with them. Derek sent out a post to his followers a couple years ago, expressing that he would play on one of the followers' songs if he liked it. So we sent him one of my songs, thinking that not much would come from it, but he wanted to play on one of the songs, so it went from there, really. The first song was Paranormal Mortal, which is going to be on my album, and, you know, he's on every single one of the songs on my album.
Oh, that's awesome. That must be really, exciting for you. And did you learn anything new from them? Did they give you any advice that was really helpful to you?
Um, well, they haven't given me any critiques, but they've been overwhelmingly supportive. Like, Derek one time said, privately to me that my songs just keep on getting better and better and improving gradually. And we asked all of them to send out a quote about my album, you know, singing its praises or whatever.
Mhm.
And Derek says very nice words and a quote that's gonna come out in a promo video on Instagram soon.
Oh, that's great. No, that's amazing to have their support and just to be able to work with them on your
Yeah,
own music.
it's been very awesome to collaborate with them and make have their parts and everything.
Right. And when it comes to drumming, what is your favorite style or what's your approach to drumming on your own music?
So I don't really have a general approach. Like I'm gonna do this here, I'm gonna do this here, this kind of style. But usually, what I do is I do whatever inspires me for my songs, whatever really comes to mind. So when I write a melody, this is how I will most commonly start a song. I'll write a melody on the piano, and really it'll just go from there. I will add other instrumentation, of course, including the drums. So usually I'll hear a drum part, and I have an idea in my head, and I'll express it through the music software GarageBand. Um, I'll write digi drums at first, which is not real drums. That's a drum machine, and then I'll send the GarageBand track to all the musicians, and then I'll play the drums on it afterwards. The
Ah,
real drums.
well, that's awesome. Yeah, I remember GarageBand. It's good to know it's still around.
Yeah, it is.
That's awesome. And what is kind of like the inspiration behind the Pharaoh's Temple? How did you kind of draw inspiration for that song?
Well, the main inspiration from that obviously is ancient Egyptian society and all of that. I was listening to a lot of I was listening and I was watching some ancient Egyptian documentaries around that time to gather inspiration for the song. And that most frequently where I gather inspiration, which is from watching a movie. Hence, Crystal Illusion was inspired by the movie Nosferatu. So all of my songs have some kind of a meaning or some kind of other inspiration behind it besides just the song itself.
Oh, I like that. And what else
Yeah.
can you say about the upcoming album without giving too much away?
Well, okay. So I could say that three of the songs were written specifically or directly to the movie on the album. Two of the songs have lyrics. Both of those songs are also rock ballads. Um, I will just once again tell everybody, I tell everybody this all the time, all my songs are available on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, all the places where you would normally stream other music. So that's really what I can pretty much say right now.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's good that people can find your music on all the well-known music streaming apps.
Yeah,
Awesome. Is there an official release date yet?
September the 24th.
Oh, that's coming up soon. Very
Yeah.
cool. And are you hoping to eventually, perform these songs live at venues?
Well, I don't have any specific plans for touring dates, any specific touring date. There's nothing really set in stone yet. However, I'm thinking of putting together a live stream on Instagram, which will include other adult musicians, not the people who are on my songs, but other adult musicians who will fill in and play some of my songs from the album. That's not 100%, confirmed yet, but I'm hoping that will happen.
Oh, cool. Well, definitely keep an eye out for that. And I want to go back to progressive metal. If someone were to ask you what are three progressive metal albums I should listen to, what would you tell them?
Okay, well, three progressive metal albums off the top of my head. Well, one, I'm sure any prog rock slash prog metal person would have heard of this already, but The Wall by Pink Floyd, definitely listen to that one. Fear Inoculum by Tool, that's a more modern one, but
Oh,
still
yeah.
listen to that. Um, those are the albums I could think of off the top of my head right now that are, definite listen. You know, listening to a lot of Dream Theater songs, of course, is very inspiring. And Rush.
Oh,
Listen to
yeah.
Rush.
Definitely classic rock.
2112.
Those are good ones. Yeah, I'm definitely have to go back and revisit some of those because it's been a while. Those are good ones. Well, I really appreciate your time. Is there anything else you wanted to mention that we haven't talked about yet?
Well, I think you really covered all the basics, so I'll just um pretty much express, what love and support my fans have given me, through all of this time. They've just been overwhelmingly supportive. I'm creating a bigger and bigger fan base. This album comes out, I think I have 4,000 followers now on Instagram. So everything's growing. It's taking a long time, but it's been worth it. And, I will just remind everyone once again, the album comes out on September the 24th. It's available on all streaming platforms.
Great. Yeah, I'm
Hopefully
really
a
looking
music.
forward to it.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I really appreciate your time again, and hopefully we'll chat soon, and hopefully see you, perform sometime.
Okay, great.